Alright, we're ready to do our first off-lead session with Kardi. And she's on a 10 on her collar. So the first thing we're going to do is go through the door politely. You can see that she's looking at that door. If she tries to push through, I'm going to give her a little tap. Good, little tap with the 10. Have her wait for just a few seconds. So the door it's not wide open, but it is open enough for her to have a way to go. Okay, good girl. And then she can go out. Oh, yes, good girl. Good girl. All right, so the point of this is to be able to just call her back randomly and start showing her that the remote collar can be a communication tool while she's off lead as well as on lead. And she's already had an intro with a long line and then in my small yard. And then we move out here to the big yard, which is completely fenced, so she can't go anywhere. But what she can do is get a distance from me. Yes, good girl. And that's what I want to be able to work on with her. So I'm coming up here to the top of my yard because I've done all of my leash work down at this end. And when we get off lead, there's more and more interesting distractions up here. So I am going to show you what I'm doing with my transmitter. So I'll put that up in front of the camera. She's pretty well distracted right there. So I'm going to start with her. And again, she's on a 10. And I'm going to go up or down depending on her response. So when I call her, she's going to get a second to respond. If she doesn't respond, then I'm going to follow through with remote collar pressure. And again, I will adjust that level and duration depending on how she responds. So she's pretty distracted right there. You should be able to see her in the background of this. Kardi! Kardi, little tap. Yes, good girl. That's what I'm looking for. Good girl. So I want her to come all the way to me and then to sit. Sit. Good. Good girl. Good. She gave me a little jump there, which is not uncommon. It does give me an opportunity to work on that if it happens anymore. But I was in the process of switching the transmitter over to my other hand so that I could get a treat out. So that was a very good response. I want to move a little bit further away from her. She's still up here sniffing around. Good girl. Oh, good girl. And really what I'm looking for is that she starts to develop engagement with me because I want her to be responsible about where she is in relation to me. And I want her to do every bit as much work keeping track of me as I'm keeping track of her. So I'll let her get a little distracted again. And I just keep moving around so that I'm changing my position. Good. And that way she has to pay attention to where I am too. Still on a 10. Kardi. Kardi. Good. Excellent. Good girl. All right. Excellent. Good girl. All right. Okay. Good girl. Perfect. No pressure there. Now she's hesitating just a tiny bit there. She's like, really? Do I have to? Can you make me? And then she's making a decision. So that's a good decision that she's making. this is perfect. Kardi! Hey, what a good dog. Good girl. Excellent. Good girl. Here. Kardi, here. Good. Sit. Perfect. Good girl. Excellent. Good girl. Okay. Very good. Super good session so far. She's doing everything I would like her to be doing. Good girl. Very nice. Yes. All right, I'll try and get a couple more on camera here, and then I'm going to turn my camera off so that I have full attention on her and not worrying about where my camera's facing, what hand my transmitter's in, etc. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Falling into heel without being asked. Beautiful. Good girl. Good girl. This is great. When I first got her out in my small yard without a leash at all, she was just, who was I? She had her own thing going on. So this is really, really good engagement. Very nice. Very nice, yes. Good girl. Good girl. Perfect. Good dog. Lots of check-ins with me. That's super. Get her a cookie for just coming back without being even asked to do so. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. All right. Trying one more time to get her distracted on my fence line. Looking to see if another car will come down the road. Good girl. Oh, you're doing really good. All right, here we go. This might be good. No, she's still checking with me. Excellent. Good girl. Look at that. Nice little responsible dog. All right, good girl. All right, I'm going to turn my camera off. Continue doing this for a few more minutes. But you can see her. She's coming along beautifully. First day off lead, so by the time that she goes home, good dog. Yes. She'll be doing everything off lead. Here you go. Come here. There you go. Good girl. Okay. All right. Enjoy that. She's doing super.